Hello everyone, welcome for online video tutorials. We are from SVIT Institute of Technology, Rajan Kunte, Bangalore. As you all know, I'm Professor Manjunatha S, Assistant Professor, working in Department of Management Studies, SVIT Bangalore. This is my second video in the course of Sales Management. As per the VTU curriculum, the course code is 18MBAMM401. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the sales processes relating to in sales management. There are seven sales processes are involved in sales management. The first one is prospecting and qualifying. Second one is pre-approach, or we'll call this one as a pre-call planning. Third one is approach. Fourth one is presentation and demonstration. Fifth one is overcoming objections. Sixth one, trial close or closing the sales. Seventh, that last sales process is follow-up and service. So let us start with the first one, that is prospecting. The process, which is the process of identifying the potential buyers. We are having a lot of customers or people in this society, but we don't know who is going to purchase the product and who is going to purchase and who is showing the interest and who is in a thousands or lakhs of people who is going to purchase the product. We are not at all aware of it. So in this perspective, we need to know who is the potential buyer. Prospect has reasonable probability of the buying, as sufficient need to justify a profitable sale, as financial resources to buy, and can be classified as eligible to buy. Which means the prospecting, how you can call that prospecting, the person who is probably going to purchase the product, and the person who is having a sufficient money to purchase. The financial condition is supposed to be there with the prospective buyer. Then also, after even though he is having a ability to purchase, but the seller need to get a profit. That is also one intention. Then has financial resources to buy and can be classified as eligible to buy. He's supposed to have a financial resources to purchase a product. So here, what exactly it's supposed to be prospecting? You can the prospecting buyer can be find out with having the person who is having a money. Second, authority, the person who is having authority to purchase or not. Just an example, the kids of the family, they are not able to take a decisions to purchase it, though they are having a money, though they are having a desire, but they are not having authority to purchase. Just an example, vehicles, you can't purchase it as a small age. Definitely the kids cannot be purchased that cannot be purchased that vehicles. So that authority is supposed to be there, and the desire to purchase, we can call them as a prospective customer or prospective buyer. Then locating the prospects. How to locate the prospect? Lead generation. We need to find out the lead generation. There are three steps relating to the lead generation. We need to define the target market. Where instead of approaching whole society, we need to find out the target market, what it wants, and what it buys, where and when it buys, what it buys, how it buys. This all WH question need to be find out. What, when, where, and how. These all questions need to be WH questions need to find out in the first lead generation stuff. The second one is using communication tools to gather the leads. It may be advertising, direct mail, telemarketing, trade shows, buying data. This all, it may be with using of IMC programs. With having of IMC effective programs, we can, integrated marketing programs, we can find out the communication tools and we can gather the leads and data. Then last step of the lead generation is qualifying the leads. We need to find out the leads which we have got. It may be data which we have got. In that, how many prospective customers are there? How many qualified customers are there? How many are positive customers are there? How many are negative customers are? So qualifying the leads. This means like whether the eligibility checking. Then we need to check the eligibility relating to the purchasing. Then moving to next one, that is selling first time to prospect, pre-sales planning. How to make a first time selling for the prospect? So we need to make the pre-sales planning. So here what we need to make it, adequate knowledge of the product to be sold. We need to be sold for knowledge. We have to generate the knowledge, or we have to create knowledge for the customers. And also company being represented the market competition category or segment of the customer and selling the techniques. We need to find out that whether customers or companies need to find out the representing the market competition. We have to find, company, whether they are into competition, how to compete in the market, which kind of products we, which kind of category of the product we are selling, and how we have made a segmentation of the customers, and how we are making it selling techniques and all. That points have explained and given on the slide. You can read that product knowledge, evolution, features, benefits, uniqueness, price. This all we have to elaborate for the customers who are purchasing first time. Then company knowledge, history of the company, values of the company, their reputation, their achievements, their management, their policies. This all purchasing policies, selling policies, everything need to be educated for the customers. And also competition knowledge, structure, share strategy and systems. That all four S's we need to explain for the customers when they are purchasing first time, and we have decided them as a prospective customers first time going to purchase the product. And also customer knowledge, we have to know the attitudes of the customers, preferences of the customer, behaviors and their habits of the customers. And also we need to find out the selling techniques, how we are going to sell the products, and which techniques we are adopted for the prospective customer who is going to sell the first time for the prospect customers. Then second step or in a selling process is pre-approach planning. So before approaching to the customers, we need to make it this one. Focus on understanding customers' needs and characteristics and preparing a proposal on how the product or services offered can satisfy the need. So we need to find out. We have to understand the customer's needs and wants, and what characteristics or what nature the customers are, and we have to prepare a proposal according to their need and expectation, and also what kind of customers are they are. Then how product and services offered, how we can make it commercialization, customization and commercialize the product to satisfy their expectation, means their needs. Then in a pre-approach, there will be some steps are involved. Determining call objectives, we need to find out determine the call objectives or what they are expecting and all. Develop the customer profile. We need to make the customer profile. It may be basic details, demographic details. It may be their name, their age, their address, their contact number, like that. Some profile need to be created. Then determine the customer benefits also. We have to find out what benefits the customer may gain after the product purchase. Then determine the flow and content of the presentation, how we can elaborate the product presentation for them, how which flow we can make it, and we can understand the customers better when we are having their profile. Then understanding buyers needs, how to understand the buyers needs. Situational questions need to be asked for them, like questions about prospect current situation, who will decide, it is the first time, changing resources, like that. Some questions, situational based questions need to be asked for the customers to understand their needs. Then problem identification questions, we need to identify what kind of products they are having, what kind of problems on quality, delivery and all. That what uncovered questions we can ask for them, and we can find out that some details, and we can prepare our customer profiles. Then problem impact questions also they can ask. The questions made by the buyer, buyer realize the impacts of the problem and needs to solve it. Then what will be the impact on the cost, on customer satisfaction and all that questions. How we can satisfy the customers. So what they get, how what they get, and it will be satisfied them. So that are kind of questions we can ask it. Then solutions value questions we can ask. So like questions helps to buyers assess the value and unfulfilledness of the solutions. For X benefits, how much would be saved, and how much they can save the money if they purchase this product and all. Then confirmations questions also we can ask for the questions for the customers to understand their needs. Then how would be error-free systems can be helped, and how we can make a systems without making any mistakes, how we can reach for the customers. This all we can find out in understanding the needs. Then third is approaching. So in that, we need to make the need awareness. So we have to know what kind of need we are having with the customers. So at this stage, you need to think about the customers, what need they are having. Then prospect and salesperson should both be aware of the needs. Remove blind spot. Don't think this customer may think this one, so I will sell the product. No, whether customers are expecting what the customers are expecting, on that only the seller or salesperson need to be approached. Then need solutions. We need to be have the present our product in front of customers. Means as a salesperson, they need to present that product in front of customers. Then time to stop asking questions and start providing solutions. Don't ask questions for the customers. Just give a solutions with understanding of their questions, their doubts, and their issues. Then problem don't buy products; they buy what the product does for them. So the people don't want to purchase a product, but they want solutions for their needs or their expectations. So the product, what's giving for them, how the product is going to satisfy them. So that is a solution is required for them. We need to give solutions in that perspective. Then fourth one is presentation methods. So here there will be different methods of presentation. Stimulus response method is one presentation method. It is also called canned approach. So here memorized sales presentation, it assumes that if the right stimuli is made, it will be get a favorable response. So that is like individually expect understanding the customers and preparing a presentation, and as per their expectations it will be given the response. It means two-way communication. It may be they will having a two-way communication, and they will raise a question and they will be answering for the question answer the questions. Then formula methods, the ADA process, you know that ADA model which is there in IMC program. So in that ADA model, aware, interest, desire, and actions programs need to be on that basis. The formula method will be given the presentations. Then need satisfaction method. So here an interactive sales presentation, the most challenging and active method is the fab way. So we have to give that interactive method. Both communication, two-way communication will happen in the need satisfaction method. What they are need and how we can satisfy. So customer need with customer satisfaction, and the salesperson will find out their need. They will understand their need, and they will find out the way to satisfy their needs. So that is the one more presentation method. So here they can explain another method, features, advantage, benefits. They can adopt in their presentation and they can proceed with the same. Then the presentation may have that important things adopt in the presentation, that is attracting attention. So need not to have something to discuss, some saying some stories. It's not required in that sales presentation. They need to have attention there to bring the buyers, prospective buyers attention into their mindset. Then creating interest, they have to create that interest on this prospective. That's what this one we'll call that one as IADA only. We can see attention, then interest, desire, and actions. So the creating interest, then building a desire and convictions. We have to create, we have to build a desire of the customers among the customers, and we have to convince them to purchase the product. Then initiate the action to buy, which means they have to take a decisions to purchase. That is, purchase decision need to be made. That is the actions we have to make it. That's what this one we can call as a AIDA model. That is action, interest, desire, and attention, interest, desire, and action. Then moving to next presentation methods, team selling methods also is there. A stimuli person, a multi-person sales team deals with a multi-person buying center or buying committees. So here the sales team consists of account executive, technical support engineer, logistics experts, IT or system executive, and finance executive. Buying committee consists of material executive, manufacturing, operational executive, then supply chain executive, material manager, and finance executive. All the people, team selling method. All the people will come and they will put efforts to sell the product. That is also one kind of presentation method. Means all the people will be there in front of the prospective buyer, so that it very easy to sell the products to the customer. So especially this kind of team selling method will happen, especially in business to business selling. Then consultative selling method. This is also one kind of presentation method. Consultative selling method. These are problems solution. We call this one as a problem solution method also. The requirements are knowledge of the industry, clients, company, awareness of key members, needs, and all consultative. Consulting the people with having some references, and any problem has arisen for them, giving a solution. So such kind of presentation, finding problems and preparing a presentation and giving the solution for them through the presentation. So that is one more kind of presentation method. Then moving to next step in a selling process, that is objections. Objection, opposition, resistance to presentation typically happen during the presentation or while asking for the orders. Definitely it will happen. Every business, anywhere, any people who are interacting, definitely objections of opposition, resistance, or some questions, doubts, something will happen. So here also, in this selling process also, the objections will be raised. Objections should be welcome. You need not to be resisted. You not as a salesperson, you are not supposed to be avoid, or you are not supposed to be escape from that. Then objections indicates that the prospect is involved and not indifferentiate. So you can understand that the people are prospect customers are making objections, so that they are having interest, they are having desire, and it's not like they are going to lose their interest on your product. So you can understand that as a salesperson. Then objection reflects that prospective's views. So how they are understood, your presentation, that will be reflected in your in the customer's objections. Then moving to next one, that is in a continuation of the objection, when psychological objections will be there, that is hidden objections. It includes predetermined ideas or beliefs, then preference for established the brands, dislike of the making decisions, anxiety or resistance of spend money, then suspect about the quality, etc. This all will be there in the logical objections. And also sorry, psychological objections. Second one is logical or practical or real objections also is there, about delivery, about schedule, about price. It may be high price or low price. It may be product availability, the dates of product availability, delivery of the product. So these all logical and practical, or it may be real objections may arise with the customers. Then handling of the objections, there is a strategies to handle the objections. That will be a listening. The proper listeners, definitely they will be handle the objections very successful way. Then understanding the objections properly. They are finding some objections, or they are raised the objections. As a salesperson, they have to understand in the same way. It's not like fluctuating of the objections. Then negotiate also very much required. We need to negotiate, negotiation skills between the salesperson and the customer. That is also means between prospective customer. That is also one handling technique of objections. Then methods of handling objections, there will be a lot of methods. So ask questions, listen, uh, rephrase, reconfirm the objection and explain them. So that will be like once you listen the properly and rephrase that objections and reconfirm with them, this is your question, no, so I will give answer like that only. That is one method of handling the objections. Turn objection into the benefits and trial close. So your object, make the customer objections as benefit. They are going to get a benefits, and it's supposed to have, they're supposed to have a trial. Sir, you can have samples, sir, you can have a trial, sir, you can have one test, sir. So like that, giving options for them, so that will be the objections will be turned as solutions. Then deny objections tactfully. So sometimes you have to deny some objection which is going to um, make very big issue in your environment. So kindly try to deny that one. Then testimonials, referrals, then compensation for valid objections. So this all you can make it. The testimonials, references. Sir, otherwise the customer who has already satisfied, they only referred you, sir. So how, if we are having a problem, how they can refer us like that? You can have that words in front of customers, so that they will get a confidence on you. Then come a compensation for the valid objections. Any valid objections is there? Sir, yes, sir, we are having a problem. Just promptly accept the problems. Something is valid objections, accept that one and try to give a compensation for the objected person. Then sixth step of that selling process is closing the sales. So here, before selling the products or while selling the product, we have to summarize whole discussion which has happened. It may be negotiation, it may be question and answer, it may be a presentation, it may be understanding. Everything supposed to be summarized before selling the product. And advantage and disadvantage of the comparison. So we need to compare the products. See, if you purchase my product, these all advantages. If you are not purchasing, these all disadvantages. Compare your products with competitor products. Then opportunity benefits. What all opportunities the customers will take after the purchasing? Then what all benefits will be there with the customers after they purchase? So this is opportunity benefits. Then emotional appeal. We need to have that emotionally connect as a salesperson. That is a main strategy, or we need to have that skills. We have to connect the product into product with the customers emotionally. Then direct closure, we need to make the direct closure with AAFTO, which means always ask for the order. Sir, when I can purchase, sorry, when I can deliver, sir, and what time you are available, sir, the product will deliver to you. And what next, sir? What you want? If you can know, you can know the direct closure. You know that, especially in a provision store, once the product has given, another immediately they will ask what you want next. Next, what you want. So like that, keep on asking that their needs, so that they may have that direct closure. Directly they will come to the closing scenario. The last one, that is follow up stuff in a selling process. After sales, we need to follow up that whole process, and create a long term relationship with the clients and sales person, between the sales and clients. So we need to have that follow up. It may be after sales services, the post purchase behavior, how the post purchase behavior will be reacted or will be adopted in the selling process. Definitely the sales, after sales or follow up process, definitely brings the positive image, positive brand name, reputation will be created, and also definitely it will affect on whole process. And definitely the loyal customers, and also they may get some reference for the new customers and all. So that all maybe happen in this follow up. Then here a whole selling process is completed. So we are going to wind up this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any queries or any questions or any doubts regarding this topic, kindly write a email to manjunatha.s@saividya.ac.in. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.